G'day everybody, welcome back to Starfield. We are on Volai Alpha in Neon City. But we are sitting in our ship at the moment, and this is primarily because we have been spending quite a bit of time in the previous episode trying to tidy up our inventory to the best of our ability. We chucked a whole bunch of stuff, a lot of sort of aid items away, but I don't know, we almost barely put a dent in our inventory or mass situation. But anyway, we're going to work with what we've got. Now, we have some additional missions that we need to complete here, particularly for Ryujin Industries. In fact, we are wearing this I don't know if I really like this business suit. It doesn't look as nice as the other suit that we have, but it does give us an additional 10% persuasion chance. So we're going to wear it for the time being, and I get the feeling we're going to be doing a lot of persuading in this next mission, and we're essentially being tasked to dissuade one organization or one corporation from making a partnership with another. This corporation, I think they're in the market for some, I don't know, space flight related tech. And yeah, we're here to sort of convince them that I can't remember the name of the corporations, but the one that they're going to try and go for is not the right answer. Now, before we do that though, we have a couple of slates that we need to take a look at just to prepare ourselves a little bit more for what's to come. So first, there is Adela Fahim's slate. Hang on. No, that's not the right one. I think we're looking for dossiers, actually. Yeah, here. Sorry, guys. Arthur Cruz. So, notable relationships, none. Self-made man. Personality, charismatic and friendly, enjoys talking to people, stickler for facts and details, driven by credits and how to increase his accounts. Financial security is everything. Talking points. Infinity profits are fabricated. One audit would ruin them. Ryujin's profits are 25.7% higher and produce a higher quality product. Infinity's marketing and legal teams can't compare to Ryujin's. Ryujin Industries provides financial security. And this is the guy, yeah, from Quantum Synergies, who is about to maybe sign a contract with the other organization belonging to Zola? I can't remember now. But anyway, that's the guy we have to, I guess, convince to not sign, maybe? Notable relationships. Dalia Adisa, mother, retired CFO, Inception Technologies. Imani Adisa, sister, public relations, Centauri Mills. Personality, narcissist, obsessed with public perception, appreciation for professionalism in manner and appearances, drawn towards innovation, enjoys being a part of something new, quality is key, strong dislike to be associated with anything less. Talking points, Infinity Limited is the cheap version of Ryujin Industries. Infinity is a follower, not a leader when it comes to innovation. Infinity lacks clear vision with constant reorganization. Praise Quantum Synergies if the opportunity is presented. So, yeah, okay, so these two are from Quantum Synergies. Maybe they're meeting someone else, which we don't know about, and we're basically trying to dissuade these guys. So we've read the dossiers. We now need to influence both of these people to hopefully not sign the contract. We've got also some kind of a presentation that we could tamper with, right? So there's a presentation that's going to happen, but we've got a decoy presentation to try and set up. So we'll see if we can actually achieve that. There could be some difficulty though, because the Astral Lounge is patrolled, so we might have to sneak around a little bit to try and do that. I don't know, with the amount of persuasion that we could do potentially with maybe a little bit of velocity plus our suit, we might actually be able to achieve stuff without having to switch out the presentation, maybe. Let's just go into the VIP section first. I know one of the people we need to speak to is just sitting over there. Okay, so this is the other person. How do we achieve the whole thing with replacing presentation? Maybe it comes later. Influence Arthur Cruz against Infinity Limited. Influence Zola Adisa against Infinity Limited. Alright, well, we want to maybe start with this guy first. It's probably like, who the hell are you? Why am I talking to you? Anyway, let's take some velocity and let's try and convince this person.
All these years, and Bayou hasn't let this place slip a single notch. The man knows how to run a business.
You look like quite the businessman yourself.
Well, I take that as a compliment. Coming from someone as well-dressed as yourself. You either got great taste or great connections. Maybe even both. Tell me, you don't happen to work for Infinity Ltd, do you?
No, and I'd hate for anyone to think so.
Got something against Infinity, I take it. I'd love to hear your reasons why.
Well, their books aren't legit. They're kind of struggling at the moment.
Preliminary reports checked out, but it doesn't hurt to do some extra digging. If they're trying to hide something, you bet I'll find it.
Well, to compare, Ryujin's profits are 25.7% higher, quality included.
Aren't you the resourceful one? That number tracks with the insider details I've been getting. Interesting. Look, it was nice meeting you, and I quite enjoyed our little talk. But it sounds like I need to take another look at some data before I head into this presentation of theirs. See you around, and maybe next time I'll be doing business with you.
No worries. We've got Neon Knights. Volume 2. What's this? Oh, a pack of smokes. Permanently grants the recipe for the Chem Steve, which slows down time and increases ranged damage for a limited time. What?
Never know who you'll run into.
Yeah, I'll
at the
take that.
Astral Lounge.
Take that. Anything else interesting here? Bowls of soup and stuff. Alright, let's convince the other person. I think maybe they'll go into the presentation after this, and we might have to switch out the prezzo as they're making their way to the presentation. Maybe. Zola.
Someone came dressed to impress. Here on business, or just out to escape?
A little bit of both.
Ah, same here. Nothing like a business trip paid in full, especially when there's good downtime.
Someone's sure out to impress you if you're at the Astral Lounge.
That would be Infinity Ltd.
A deal with Infinity? Well, that sounds risky.
Risky, you say? By all means, enlighten me.
Well, Infinity Limited isn't really a strong brand now, is it?
A fair point. The heavy lifting would certainly fall to us. A surprising conversation. and one I would never expect from someone such as yourself. I suppose the old saying, never judge a book by its cover, is appropriate here. It seems I have quite a bit to reconsider now. So it looks like the pleasure aspect of my trip needs to be postponed. Thank you for the insight.
I mean, I would barely call that a conversation, but anyway. Switch Nina Hart's presentation. Okay, so we actually do have to switch out the presentation regardless, so it's not an optional thing. I thought it would be optional, since I've persuaded these guys already.
I think I got them... What do you call them? Horns? Yeah, I got horns.
Okay. Let's try and break in here. Okay, it says optional, find a way into Nina's suite. I mean, that was the only way, right? Like, I don't really see any other entryway. Unless we could have found the, we could have found the key. Alright, swap this out. So we have Nina's presentation. We may as well take a look at it. Okay, we can't. Alright. Anyway. Job's done. Close the door. Nothing suspicious. And let's take a look. Return to Imogen at Ryujin Tower. Ah, easy peasy. Alright, and I assume it's mission success. Hopefully. I guess they'll only know later once the deal goes down or doesn't go down. I mean, if Quantum Synergies decides to pay Ryujin a visit, then you could essentially say that the mission was a success, right? So, alright, time to report back in. And after this, well, I'm not entirely sure if there's going to be a little bit more of a follow-up to this mission, but I think it's time to put the Ryujin Industries stuff on ice, and we'll take a look at the Vanguard mission, which we have really been ignoring for the most part. I don't know how many episodes it's been since we've looked into the Vanguard stuff. Hopefully us being a ranger will actually give us an advantage to try and get those codes. Imogen.
Just the person I wanted to see. Well, that wasn't too bad, was it?
Piece of cake.
You're a natural. I'm not just saying that because I hired you. The Astral Lounge can be overwhelming for some, with all its bells and whistles. Tie that in with manipulating people who are the equivalent of their boss's boss, most junior-level ops would start to show their cracks. Overall, not bad for your first high-profile assignment. You even earned yourself a bonus, which Lyndon was more than happy to give.
Who's Lyndon?
Don't tell me you forgot already. Our financial guru?
Oh, yes.
They're brilliant with numbers. Also, if you ever want an honest opinion about anything, just ask them. They're honest to a fault, and often give their opinion on something whether you want it or not.
Are bonuses common?
Only as common as the flawless assignments you pull off. No one wants to clean up a mess. It takes a toll on several departments, which is why we like to promote a clean assignment.
Cool, I'll put the credits to good use.
I like to recommend something fun or shiny and new. You never know when life will take a turn, especially in this line of work. But no rest for the weary at Ryujin. We've got a decent backlog of assignments, and they just keep coming, so I hope you're still good to go. At least this next one will be a break from all the chatter.
All right. Well, let's hear what's next on the agenda.
Your next assignment is to remind the competitor of their place in the corporate food chain. Some call it retaliation, but we like to think of it as tough love.
Is this like the Kelt Corp assignment?
Not quite. When you uploaded that virus onto KeltCorp's network, that was a warning intended to slow down their internal productivity. KeltCorp suffered the effects of that silently, although I guarantee they endured some serious client complaints. This assignment is about making our target look completely negligent in the public eye.
What did this competitor do to upset Ryujin?
Let's just say we don't tolerate theft or smear campaigns against us. If you want to steal in this industry, you better not get caught. And if you want to tarnish our good name, you better be ready for repercussions.
One corporate eye for another. Cool. Give me the details.
Most corporations live and die by public perception. Trusted products lead to a good reputation, which leads to profits. And, like it or not, we're all here for the profits. Your assignment is to plant an ARC device. The ARC will allow us to frame our competitor for gross negligence and tank the public's perception.
Gross negligence. Sounds like people could get hurt.
You're not wrong. Believe me, we don't take these assignments lightly. They're also one of few that Masako herself needs to sign off on, and only our most trusted operatives receive them. You just need to plant the ARC and avoid detection. Our technicians will handle the rest, and they're instructed to avoid as much harm as possible.
Jeez, okay. I would have liked to explore a little bit on what the ARC device is exactly, but anyway, as I said, this is going on ice for a little bit, and we're going to focus on other stuff first. So, one thing that I do want to do is to try and deliver some more aluminium. So, we'll see what we can do by going to our base. There is the matter of actually building I'm forgetting what it's called. A landing pad. Just trying to remember where we have our base. I think it's here in Narion. Yep. Okay. Yeah, so we have Androphon Outpost. Want to go there, and I'm just going to see if we do have all of the materials we need for that landing pad, because I believe that's how we can then sort of transfer our aluminium more efficiently. Hopefully, anyway. Let's see how we go. So toggle view. Let's just take a look at miscellaneous landing pad with a shipbuilder. We do have everything we need for that, or we could just get a small landing pad. I don't know if we need a big one or a large one, but if we've got everything that we need for one with a shipbuilder, we may as well get that, right? Like, would there be any need for us to get anything different? Just trying to think what would be the best spot for it. Intersecting an object. Oh, okay, we've got our extractors there. I also don't want it to be occupying too much space for where the extractors need to go. Maybe I want to try a small landing pad first, just so that we don't overcrowd the place. And yeah, maybe I'll just do it sort of randomly a little bit, and what we'll do is so can I actually go there, and will the ship be in the landing spot? No. The ship is not in the landing spot. Why? Is it not big enough? Is that the reason why? Let's just try this again. So let's take off. It could be because our ship is simply here and maybe there was no need to move the ship, technically. So let's just go to orbit first, and then from there we'll try and land again.
Orbital insertion achieved. We're spacebound again.
Alright, so let's try this. There we go. Our ship's right in position. So, if our ship is here, can I actually now transfer all of the aluminium that I need? So... yeah, I think I can, right? So, let's just... nope, it's not what I want. So, storage solid. We'll grab all of the aluminium. And then now we should be able to just transfer that into the Azure. Oh, hang on. Hang on a second. Can I actually transfer that into the Azure, or? Okay, so this is my inventory. Maybe I can't. Let's just store all of that first. I might need to do a little bit of research on how I can transfer resources from storage into the actual ship. Because it doesn't seem like you could actually do that from here. Yeah, I don't think I can just like simply transfer stuff. Which is a bit of a shame. Let's just take everything there and everything there. And I think that's all the aluminium, right? Yeah, so everything else is other types of materials. Let's make our way to the ship. Too bad the entrance is on the other side. That's alright, it's not so bad. Go to the cockpit. And we'll dump all of this into ship storage. Or cargo. Very good. Can I actually access any of the other storage containers from here? I don't think I can. Yeah, we're getting very close to maximum mass on this ship already, so I probably do want to let go of some of that aluminium. So yeah, let's make our way to Hope Tech. We'll drop off the aluminium, and then we'll make our way to Jemison and continue on with the Vanguard mission. Where is it? There we go.
I don't want to hear any complaints.
Hey.
Keep an eye on your valuables. We'd be dust.
I have hours of invoices to go over, so let's make it quick. Oh, let me see your manifest.
There we go.
We'll unload that from your ship right now.
Put a bit of a dent there, 1,200 aluminium to go. So we'll periodically come back to the base to pick up the aluminium that has been extracted, and then, you know, we'll offload it here. Hopefully we get a bit of creds from completing this mission. I'm guessing it's something that you can repeat over and over. I don't know exactly how, you know, how efficient it would be to use those kind of missions to make creds. I don't think it's very efficient at all, to be honest, so far. But, you know, it's nice to experience at least once. Let's see, we've got... yeah, here we go. Friends like these. Acquire the Freestar Collective Archival Code. So I'm not entirely sure where we need to go here. Do we need to go to Aquila or... Okay, so we need to negotiate with Ambassador Radcliffe of the Freestar Collective. So let's go ahead and find this ambassador. We are wearing the right attire to be persuading people, which is good. Though I might actually, you know, take a little bit of wine or something like that to also up our persuasion chance even more. Hopefully we find some success here.
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Okay.
Distribution center. Have we ever been in here before? I don't think we have.
By the way, Captain, Sergeant Yumi was looking for you. Sounds like he's got more work.
I think these guys keep saying that, but every time I go to Sergeant Yumi, he doesn't seem to actually have anything for us, so... we could do more debt collection for that guy at Galbank. And I'm guessing it's probably all just going to be pretty generic. Find this person, save them, or eliminate them, or persuade them to pay. Have we been here? What is this place? Sanctum Universum. Oh, this is where one of our members
Exactly.
comes from, right?
It's
or
like when someone insults you, you want to just beat the shit out of them sometimes, but you don't.
Well, not quite what I was thinking, but that's actually a great example, Marcus. The man in the story was cruel. But you know why he was cruel? You must feel what he feels. Understand his pain. Accept it. and deliver it not back upon him.
Empathy. You mean empathy? But you say it like it's easy. Like anyone can just love a terrible person who has been terrible to them.
Yeah, why even bother? I mean, isn't the cycle of humanity peace and war back and forth, like forever? Seems kind of pointless to try so hard for something that won't last. Nothing ever really changes.
It's not easy, no, but necessary. Because you see, everything has changed. God has given us the intelligence, the ingenuity to reach into the stars, to travel his path, to truly find him. But we can't do it alone. The only way is through
unity.
Huh. Yes, Andreas. Yes. Unity. Well, I'm sure you all have other things to do. Thank you for taking the time to stop and talk with me.
He's giving me a lot to think about.
Yes, we do need to have a chat with, I think, Keeper Achilles
seems to know what he's talking
about Unity, because that's basically the only lead that we have for, I guess, the next steps with the Starborn. Let's have a chat with these unique people, though. There's various unique characters here. Okay, she's just gonna sit there.
Aquilus has seen so much. I'm really glad I can talk to him when I need to.
Aquilus has helped me through some tough times lately. Even just the sound of his voice is comforting, I guess.
Yeah, Matteo is the guy I'm referring to. Let's have a chat with him very quickly.
You should talk to the Keeper.
Okay, fine. I will talk to the Keeper, but not now.
Yes, what?
Because, I've been putting off the Vanguard stuff for quite a long time.
You our visitor? You'll find the ambassador in her office. Go on through.
Okay, cool. Hopefully these guys will be friendly to us, considering we are a ranger. Okay. Just a small bedroom.
Visitors are only allowed in the lobby, offices, or conference room. That means you.
Just doing a bit of exploring here, guys. Seeing if there's anything interesting at all. Agenda. Aquila. Ask TA about updated shipping policies for non-native seeds. Volai. Tax exemptions for Aurora to Trident. Horima. Find a mechanical de-icing specialist. Clinic. Do they really need more anesthesiologists? Jeez. Montara Luna. Reach out to local magistrate about updated documents. Stroud. Has enough money. Of course. Arcturus. Unresponsive? Arcturus? Mira. Find a buyer for depleted uranium.
Terramorphs? As in more than one? All that security and they still can't protect their own spaceport. The UC never fails to disappoint. I just wish I hadn't received the news from an SSNN broadcast. We have a strategic advantage to maintain, Mr. Long.
Of course, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Excuse me. Are you supposed to be in here?
Excuse me while I swig on my bottle of Pinot Noir. Where is it? thought we had some Pinot Noir somewhere. Anyway, we need some wine. Here we go, Chandra Pinot Noir.
You're allowed 3 places. Conference room, lobby, or the
Cameron
ambassador.
Long.
That woman is an absolute... Oh, sorry. Oh, what? You're the Vanguard captain, right? You know, I was about to board the Nat to the spaceport when the alarm triggered. Sounds like I got real lucky. And like I've got you to thank for things not being a lot uglier.
If you're gonna talk crap about your boss, better wait until you're outside her office. So I'll leave him be. Maybe I'll explore a little bit more. I'll let him sort of leave the office first. What's in here? Okay, a little kitchen. Nice. Is he just gonna stand there? I guess so. Alright, he's not gonna leave. Well...
Thank you again for everything you did for the city. I know.
I have a lot of respect for the city and its residents, unlike some people around here.
Heard that, huh? Yeah, the ambassador likes to treat us like family, and she doesn't care for most of them either. But look, they said you were coming here on official business. The ambassador likes to handle all that personally, even if she does have trained diplomats here to help her. And I don't want to get shipped back to Aquila City, so you should probably go speak to her.
It's a good idea. Sounds like you could be doing a lot more. A way lot more, like working for me.
You want to work with me? Why don't we talk somewhere a bit more private?
Sure. Nothing sus going on here, guys. So, since it's been such a long time since we've been doing any of the Vanguard stuff, I can't exactly remember what methods we have to our disposal to try and get the codes. Obviously there's violence, but probably not keen on doing that and spoiling our relationship with the Freestar.
So you want me to work with you? But why now? Why me?
We need help preventing more Terramorph attacks, and we're not expecting the Ambassador's support.
No, I think that's a pretty safe assumption. And no other city should have to go through what happened here. So then, what would you need from me?
I need you to get me the Ambassador's archival access code.
Okay, first you need her bio key, and that thing doesn't leave her side. Better chance of splitting the atom with a spoon than me getting that from her.
Okay. Can you get me access to the archival code machine?
The code machine? Only the Ambassador's cleared for in there. Sorry.
What about getting access to her quarters without being seen?
Her quarters? Huh. Oh, that's doable. And you and the UC will be providing me with what for my services?
Okay. So, let's keep this in the back pocket for a second.
Oh, alright. I'll be here.
So, we have the option of potentially going to her quarters undetected. What's this? Is this her quarters? Or maybe it's his room. Anyway, we do have that option, potentially, but, I mean, we could simply persuade her, right? to give it to us, so why not? I'm not entirely sure if we've still got the effect, the status effect, for persuasion. Yeah, 16 seconds. Right, not great. Well, let's take a little bit more. Chandra's Pinot Noir. Good times. Can we be addicted to alcohol in this game?
I'm sorry. Do you have an appointment?
I'm here on behalf of the United Colonies. We need the Freestar Collective's help.
Ah, you're the one McIntyre called about. The eyewitness. She said you were at the spaceport. You have my thanks for what you did down there, truly. Saved many lives. Now, she also mentioned that, and maybe it was just a bad connection, that now the UC wants terramorph data from the Armistice archives, some of the most highly guarded information in the galaxy, in order to protect us all. I can only presume you're here to tell me I misheard her and that they didn't send you, local hero, to futilely beg on their behalf. Tell me I've got that right.
You heard correctly. We need access to the archives.
I was afraid of that. Let me be frank, Captain. The answer is no. That information is there because it is dangerous. I will not be the one responsible for its release. Now, why don't you quit wasting my time and yours, and go?
Please, Ambassador, just listen to what I have to say.
You're really gonna push this? All right, I will give you one chance. One, to convince me. Understood.
Thank you, Ambassador. Just hear me out. Oh, hang on. Can we say this without moving on? Are you serious? There was just an attack on the city. You're really not going to help us?
No, Captain, I'm not, and I'll tell you why. What you experienced down there at the spaceport, I've lived that once before already. Fought tooth and nail as aliens rampaged in the streets of my home and others all throughout the collective. But my aliens were placed there by UC hands. So I'm not interested in anyone getting power like that ever again. The UC most of all.
Okay, so she must have fought in the colony wars. What if I told you that the terramorphs couldn't be weaponized? Would that change your mind?
You have my answer. Now please take the hint.
Look, just hear me out, Ambassador.
I'm listening.
The Terramorph Xeno-Weapons Project was a failure. That knowledge isn't dangerous.
You know that for sure. That is interesting.
There are lives at stake here.
I suppose you might be right. Easy to lose sight of the big picture sometimes.
You were a soldier. It was your job to protect, and that's what we intend to do with this data.
I suppose you're right. Our job and our responsibility.
How many lives are you willing to risk here because you have a grudge against the UC?
It's possible I might be letting my history cloud my judgment. Possibly. Well, Captain, you make some good points. But if I'm really granting you access, I'm gonna need the following concessions. Your access will be limited. You can only take out the items related to stopping these terramorphs. The monitors will make sure of it. You go in once. You get everything you need on your trip, and never again. And all research done with the data will be monitored. If this data is being used to save the galaxy needs to be involved in the oversight. Freestar scientists will watch your people like hawks. So, do we have an agreement?
I mean, that all makes sense to me, so yes, agreed.
Excellent. Follow me.
Yeah, okay. I'm not entirely sure about going the other route, guys, because, you know, like, we're supposed to be cooperating with each other, right? Like, I feel like if I managed to get access to her quarters without her realizing, that'd paint a pretty poor picture for the UC.
They tell me it should only take a moment. And there. Here, I'll reach out to Deputy McIntyre. We'll coordinate the necessary oversights. Two unlikely allies, I guess.
Unlikely allies indeed. Does she say anything else?
People often mistake rivals for enemies. We don't have to like each other to do the right thing.
Ah, you can say that again. Alright, so, mission accomplished. I don't know. I feel like the assistant ambassador doesn't exactly like working for her, but I'm not entirely sure if we can really help him out or anything like that, but let's get out of here. And let's report back in. I assume we need to report back in first, and then we'll continue on to try and get the Varun codes. So... Ah, okay, no, we've got to acquire House Varun's archival code now. Sure. Now, what's really unfortunate, guys, is none of my deputy and ranger quest lines really got us anywhere with needing to persuade the Freestar Collective to do the right thing. It was really our own persuasion skill that got us over the line. You know what? I'll swing by Galbank. Why not? We're here anyway. We'll have a chat about people in debt and debt collection.
I got a new account for you. This one breaks my heart a little, because we got a mercenary here, but the good kind. He was an upstanding citizen. He took out loans, paid them on time, every time. And about a year ago, he maxed out his credit and vanished, leaving us with a sizable account in arrears. It took some digging, but we have the name of the planet he's on.
What were the loans for?
Almost always they were business investments. New fancy sidearm, repairing a ship. The guy saw a lot of action. Often he was living a good life, but you hit setbacks in his line of work. We considered him a good investment, a decent, hard-working member of the community.
Alright, give me the details.
There you go. I know I keep harping on this, but go easy on the guy. Maybe he's hit some real bad luck. It could happen to any of us, right?
Okay, yep. Look, it sounds like he sort of has a heart, despite being a banker. And we'll definitely try and do that work. And we'll try and avoid bloodshed as best as we can. So, House Varun, I guess this is where their embassy might be. I'm hoping we can avoid any kind of trouble. Unlock Varun embassy entrance override. I'm just trying to remember, guys, but I think the guy who's the ambassador hasn't been seen in a very long time, right? And that's why we're sort of trying to break into the embassy, because there's no other way to contact him, maybe. Ooh, okay. Things look a bit messy here. Yeah, like no one's actually been living here for a while. Is there anything of interest? Just a whole bunch of random folders and stuff. Alright, well, the game wants us to go there. So, let's follow. At least the elevators are still working. So, are we at the first floor? Can we go to the second floor first? I just want to look around a little bit. Yeah, okay. Definitely saw this area from below there. Just want to have a look around and see if there's anything interesting for us to pick up. Doesn't look like there's much, though. A very, very small second floor lobby. Why would you even use this space? I mean, you could easily wait for people down in the first floor lobby. Seems like a little bit of a waste, but anyway. Yeah, I mean, even the plants are growing out of control. Just making sure we're alone here. That scared the crap out of me. There's an intercom. Serpent? Lost my mind? What? I'm not doing that just yet. Let's just unlock this computer. We'll take a look at what's going on. Maybe we can do a little bit of sleuthing before we progress. That looks good to me. Turret control. Okay, update friend-foe settings. Recalibrate. And let's activate these turrets. I have no idea where the turrets are. Maybe they won't activate because the power switch is still off. Find Eon. CQBX. Leather jumpsuit. Blue UC leather jumpsuit. I don't know if we have that yet, but... Okay. Guess we're gonna have to throw the switch first. Okay. Oh, that scared the crap out of me. What is going on here? Baroon Robot Model A. A mannequin here, but can't exactly interact with it. I was hoping to maybe loot some armor or something. Alright, I'm not taking any chances. I'm using our big guns here, just in case. Oh, okay. I'm glad I have this weapon right now. Jeez. Why though? Why though? So far, the Baroon are just creepy. Creepy people. Not taking chances. I mean, the game is pretty much saying that these robots are, you know, hostile. Come up as targets. Apparently we need to get there? Yeah, these turrets, they're on our side, right? So... it might be through here somewhere. Living quarters, local systems computer. I think this fits, and that fits as well. Good stuff. Yep, let's update friend-foe settings and activate these units. Cool, so if we see some robots, at least within this vicinity, then they should be friendly. Oh yeah, here they are. And they're scaring the crap out of me. What the hell happened here? Can't really talk to any of the robots either. I mean, why have these people put like mannequins everywhere, being all creepy? What purpose? Aside from, you know, freaking any visitors out. I've got a whole bunch of stuff here. What is that? Can I break into this place? Okay, these turrets are hostile, I think. Just making sure we're not missing anything. Yeah, the Varun are definitely a creepy bunch, aren't they? Let's take a look at this. We'll update some settings for some of the security around here. Hopefully make things a little bit easier for us. There we go. And that should fit as well? No. Okay, this might be a problem. What about that? No. Okay. Oh, hang on. Hang on. This... No. Yeah, alright. That goes there. I think we've already screwed up. Let's undo. And undo again. There we go. Unfortunately, we did lose a few digipicks there. Ah, okay. Well, that was very useless, wasn't it? Okay. A pathway up and a pathway down. So when we come back, we'll obviously explore both of them, but I think this is probably a good place for us to call it an episode for now. It's been a pretty good one, I would say. We're progressing a few sort of main quest lines. The Vanguard quest line has obviously been ignored for all this time, so I'm happy that we're sort of back pursuing that, and hopefully we'll put a stop to those terramorphs yet. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, definitely leave a like down below. Otherwise, stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one.